Do it.
All right, says we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the JM Lying After Show. He says he may come on, and we'll give him a chance to come on and explain some things. I have a couple of questions for him, like if he even knows what the fucking EIN is. Why in the hell did he fucking fumble when you brought up DBA? And I don't know if it was you that said DVA at first. Like, you may not know what it is because that's kind of like an American thing, you know?
I'm pretty sure I said DBA.
You did say DBA? Okay. But when he repeated it, he had no fucking clue what you were talking about. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Most of at least a lot of my audience right here is going to be American. And y'all might not have this in the UK or in Australia. Aussie. Might not have that down there. But a DBA is a doing business as. It is simply a way to lock down your moniker and lock down your business name and take that to a bank to get things like business loans or open business bank accounts, things that a normal person just wouldn't do. They wouldn't have any reason to do it. The business bank accounts have different, fees, different interest rates, a whole bunch of different things. But you have to have a DBA or an LLC or some kind of thing that says that you're doing business. A DBA, anybody can get a DBA. You go down to the local county clerk and you say, I want a DBA in this name. And they look it up and they see if there's somebody else who has an active DBA with that name. And if there is nobody that has an active DBA with that name and you pay the fees, then you will get the money. So let me make sure that our stream is going. Do you have the stream open? Because
yeah, it's going.
Okay. Just want to make sure. I was getting some kind of buffering sign over here on my end, which I don't know why I would do that. But anyway, that's what a DBA is. Any businessman would know that, would know that his business is classified as a DBA, LLC. I think there's a type, a C Corp, an S Corp, and then each one of these have different names. They're different classifications that they put you under. So, also the nonprofit, there's a way to classify your business as nonprofit. And it's just so many things, and he's just fumbling over these things that he should know. It's just like asking...
He just messaged me and says, I have a DBA, but I also have an EIN.
An EIN is nothing. Tell him to come on, because I want to bring that up to him. Does he even know what an EIN is and what it's used for? An EIN doesn't say you have a business. An EIN is an application for fucking employment identification number, a tax ID that allows you to do things like you can set up payroll with your company. See, I never had a company that had payroll. So all of my stuff was just done, it was just me and an assistant. So every time I had something to do, I just paid her directly out of it and wrote it off as an expense. But if let's say I had a 20-person staff. Well, as an employer, you are responsible for certain things, certain tax things. You have to report people that are working. You have to be there's certain percentages of the tax that you pay up front, I believe. And like I said, I've never been put in a position to have to do that, so I don't know 100% for sure on whether you can. But I believe when we were discussing hiring people, and when I got my information from the comptroller of Texas, that came with what my responsibilities would be regarding my employees.
JM's logging in.
Okay, good. Let me go ahead and give him. All right, JM, I can see you. Can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. So,
just so that we're your team, an EIN is an employee identification number, just so you know.
I just said that.
Well, I didn't hear you say it, so.
Yes, I just said that an EIN is an employment identification number, also known as a tax ID.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't prove anything.
Actually, it does.
You can apply for. How do you get an EIN? How do you get an EIN?
An EIN actually makes you a legitimate company. A doing business as does not make you a legitimate company. It just means you're doing business as that name. So if you're going to
Right,
come
it
out here,
reserves the name. Hold on, you must have missed a lot of what I said, because I said the exact same thing. I said a DBA is something that you get to just say that you're preparing to do business, and this is the name that you're going to be doing the business under. That's it, and it's filed with your county clerk. It's not a federal thing,
right,
an international thing,
right,
nothing. The EIN
right.
is not a state thing, is it? Is the EIN a federal thing or a state thing?
It's a federal thing.
Okay, so they're
Employee
two
identification.
completely different things. You can
Yeah,
get an EIN without a DBA.
yeah.
Okay.
I know. I was just making a point that I have both. That's all.
I agree with you. I don't dispute the fact that you had both, but you were saying that your proof of owning the business was your EIN, or I
No, no,
don't.
no, 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 no. That's
Okay,
my proof.
clarify
Just
yourself. Clarify yourself.
yeah,
I'll
no,
let you.
just proof of having a company, a legitimate company. That's all.
But that's not
A
proof of
federally
having. No, no. Hold on.
and
That's
EI,
not
yeah,
proof of
no,
having an. No, that's not. JM, that's not
it
proof of
is
having.
because
No, because I still have an EIN, but I don't have my company anymore.
right, and you're paying taxes on your EIN.
You don't pay taxes on an EIN. An EIN is a
EIN,
way of tracking
dude,
you.
are you
No,
kidding
no, no,
me?
no, 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 no.
The
You're wrong.
EIN number is when I do taxes. My EIN number is my tracking number.
So
It,
what if you don't have a business, JM? How much taxes are you doing on no business at all?
well, you're not doing any taxes there, smart ass.
Oh, that's why that's what my point is. I can still have an
Dude,
EIN
what is
without
your?
having a business.
Let's
An
move on with the point.
No, 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 no. I'm trying to address that because I'm saying that you can have an EIN and a DBA without having a professional business.
Well, you can have the names, I guess. Yeah, but why would you? I mean, you're still doing business as, or still doing business as, is still technically a business.
Okay, right now, if someone wanted to come right now into
In fact,
Dallas,
it's not a company. It's just doing business under another name. That's all it is.
listen, if
That's all a
somebody came to
DBA is.
Dallas right now and wanted to open up a company and get a DBA in the same business that I had, they can't do it, even though my business is shut
Right,
down, because my
right,
DBA is still active. The
right,
EIN has nothing to do with it. It's just the DBA locally.
right, right. I understand that.
Okay.
So, do you actually have a company? 'Cause from what I understand, then a DBA is just
A
a
DBA
precursor
is
to
just
actually
doing
having a
business
company.
as. What makes you an actual company is the EIN. That's actually what makes you an actual company.
But that doesn't, because I have an EIN right now with no company. An
I,
EIN is anybody can register for an
you
EIN.
can register
Hold
for an
on.
EIN. That is
Yeah,
what legitimacy
you
is
can
in
go
the
onto
federal government.
like, hold on. You can get an EIN off of like Quicken Books, off of their website. You can get EIN off of pretty much any tax website that's out there, because all it is a form you fill out. That's it. I've done
Right, but
this.
it
There is
still
no
has.
you do not have to have a DBA. DBA is local,
You
EIN
don't
is
have. No,
federal.
I never said you had to have a DBA to have an EIN. You don't. They're completely separate things. I get it.
Right. So this is from Wikipedia for an
And
employer
by the way, I may
identification
have to
number,
go at some
also
point because,
known
like I said,
as
it's my wife's
yeah,
birthday, and
also known as
I am also cooking. So
Well, let me tell you that I
okay.
appreciate you coming
So
out here
in what?
and coming on for. Let me get through this just in case he has to leave. Thank you for coming on. At least you aren't a bitch like Nathan Thompson.
Yeah, give
no,
you that.
sure.
So the employer identification number, also known as federal employer identification number or the federal tax identification number, is a unique 9-digit number assigned by the Internal Revenue Service to business entities operating in the United States for the purposes of identification. When the number is used for identification rather than employment tax reporting, it is usually referred to as a taxpayer identification number, and when
Right,
used for the purposes of reporting employment taxes, it is usually referred to as an EIN. These numbers are
right,
used for tax administration and must not be used for any other purpose. For example, the EIN should not be used in tax, lien, auction, or sales lotteries, etc.
right.
Right. So
Right.
with our EIN, we may still have to report every year that we're getting $0 until we cancel out our EIN. But that
Right.
doesn't matter. We don't have to have a legitimate business going on for the EIN. My EIN is
No,
still my EIN is still active right now. Let's say I went to Home Depot and I wanted to purchase something to build here. I could just use my EIN. I still have my paperwork. I have to take that with me if it's my first time going there. But I can use the EIN to
Hey,
get everything tax free, because I can just say it's being used for my business purposes. But I don't
yeah,
have to have a
team,
legitimate
both
business.
I get it,
team,
team.
both Jared and Unirock want on. Can I get a link for them?
Yeah, as long as one link is already in our SOS chat. Send that one
Right. Okay.
to AT2, and I'll send Unirock one. Hey, JM, if you feel like it's overwhelming you by having too many people on, I'll make sure that nobody's talking over you, that you get a chance to respond to everything that's being said to you, okay?
Sure.
I do have a question from the chat. It says from Tepo Tulpu, ask JM if he's gotten into urine therapy. I'm not asking as a joke. Have you done that yet? Have you gone that far down the rabbit hole that urine therapy is starting to sound good?
Um,
Please say no.
not,
Please say no. Please say no.
no. Why would I don't even understand why the question would even come up?
Because a lot of flat earthers are into drinking their own piss these days.
Huh.
I'll be right back.
Not even.
It's actually that is a historical thing with flat earthers. There's a large number.
AT2, give me 1 second. Unirock, I'm going to send you a link via Skype. Go ahead, Jared. Did you have something you wanted to say?
Well, yeah, it's just pointing out that the whole urine therapy thing, of your long-standing flat earthers, I would say at least half of them have publicly admitted to partaking.
Okay.
We're talking your vocal ones. I think the short list of ones that I have not seen admit to it are Bob Nodell and Jaron of Glowbusters.
Okay.
So it is a question in that aspect.
It's not a topic I've even heard about too much. I mean, yeah, I've heard about it, but it's not a road I'm going down. So I don't know why it would even be an issue. But
just don't.
So in the interim between watching live and me getting on here, JM, have you corrected your stance on the defining factor of what does and does not make a business having an EIN?
Yeah, I understand what does and doesn't make a business having the EIN. That was never. If you misunderstood that, I'm sorry. That wasn't.
Let me just clarify what my contention is, JM. I don't doubt that you have both an EIN and I doubt that you have a DBA, because when it was brought up to you, you appeared to be unknowing of what they were talking about. That's the only reason I question that. But my contention is that you can have both of them. You can still have both of them without actually having a business.
Hey, not that. Hold on, skeptic. Not that I want to go into my own personal military background, but I do have also memory issues. So when I said DBA, in my head, I was trying to figure out what exactly he's talking about. DBA. I wasn't thinking doing business as. I was trying to take the acronym, and it just was a.
Yeah, but in the context of speaking about business, I think anybody who's truly
doing
business.
Dude. I get it, but I've got PTSD and short-term memory loss. And at the time, when the question was asked, I was trying to figure out what the fuck. I can't explain it.
Okay,
I have one.
That's fine. That's fine. Hey, look, at face value, I'll believe that you have both an EIN and a DBA, because I do believe you took your business seriously. And any business person that takes his business seriously will have at least some form of identifying their company, like a DBA, LLC, or whatever. And then they'll also have an EIN. So that's fine. But I'm saying those two things alone do not prove that you run and own a business. They just prove that you have those two things.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. Oh, and let me get this super chat. I don't think it's directed at you, but it was directed at my Aussie. It's from John Rapp. Everybody say hi to John Rapp. Be sure to say hi properly with middle fingers and everything. Good day, or good day. Oi, oi, oi. See, he was responding. Yeah. Missed the live show. Sorry. We really need to discuss your time zone, but I think I'll probably hear the same derp from JM Truth. No, you know what? It wasn't about proving anybody wrong today. On Fight the Flat Earth channel, let me go ahead and plug that interview, because I was in the chat. I'm unbiased towards that. I don't actually like JM. He doesn't actually like me, and I thought it was a great conversation. So I unbiasedly, I thought
don't have anything against you, team. I'll say it again. I don't actually have anything against you.
Well, saying it and acting like it are two different
Well,
things.
I've apologized to you multiple times, dude. I don't know what else to do.
That's fine.
So.
That's fine. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. We're not here tonight to rehash any arguments. I've told you before, JM, that I do not want to see anybody get fucked over. I don't care what your fucking beliefs are. You want to be a flat earther? That's fine. I stand up for what's right. Even if it's two flat earthers arguing, two globe earthers arguing, a globe and a flat earther arguing, I want to have what's right be put forward first. So if you're in the right, I will support you. If Shelly's in the right, I will support her. Doesn't mean we have to agree on the shape of the earth.
I'm not sure how stealing someone's equipment under any circumstances puts you in the right.
Well, okay, so that is your position right now, and Shelly hasn't refuted that position yet. So until she refutes that position, that's a perfectly fine position to take. Now, what happens if she refutes that position and it turns out that you have no legal standing, based on legal ordinances, that she stole anything, that it's a civil matter? What are you going to do then?
Here's what she's going to come in, and let me tell you what she's going to come in and show you the old document that Sergeant Conan brought up where he said it was a civil matter. But that's old. That's after I've already pursued this down with the lieutenant, and I've already talked to him a few days ago. So.
Well, we are all invested in this ordeal. So we want to see the truth. We want to see it all come to light. We want to see it all.
How are you invested in this?
This is our community, whether you like it or not. The Globe Earth, Flat Earth community. There are separate communities here, but one of them contains everybody. Because I don't just go out and watch other conspiracy videos. When I watch my videos, guess whose videos I'm watching and responding to? You guys. And y'all are doing the same with us. Y'all aren't just running around watching all these other channels. Y'all are focusing on Globe Earth channels too, Flat Earth and Globe Earth channels. There is a Flat Earth and Globe Earth community, and you know what? Just like I told Mark Sargent in our interview, us over here on the Globe side actually kind of feel for fucking Patricia Steer because of all the bullshit she had to go through regarding Antonio Subarats. No, we don't agree with her on everything, but yes, we do feel bad for her, and we don't want anybody to have to go through that shit.
Okay, team, you just earned some respect from me because I've never heard anything like that from you ever.
That's because nobody fucking listens to me, okay? You guys don't want to listen to me because you don't want to listen to me because I'm aggressive. You don't want to listen to me because I'm in your face and all that. But guess what? I'm not here to be a violent person. I'm here to get answers. I'm here to put you in a position that you might feel uncomfortable in, but that's okay. If it's the truth and you know it's the truth, then you're going to answer the same way whether you're uncomfortable or not. You're not going to have to think about it.
And yet you have me on screen as DOFY.
You're my nomination, bro.
He believes in you that much.
Nah,
Oh, shit.
James,
I don't know if
really
I said-
intelligent. No, I can't say it. Sorry, I tried.
Look, all that's fun, JM, okay? All that's fun.
It's fun.
But listen. On a human level, we all want the right thing to come out for the right person. You're not going to find anybody in here rooting for the cheater, okay? That's the one thing you're going to find in our community.
Well, that's not true because right now there's a lot of people, even like Unirock, who was behind Shelly until I came out with my video showing all the documentation showing that I had paid for all that equipment.
But JM, we haven't heard her side yet. Hold on. There's two sides to every story. You presented evidence. Now just because
she speaks publicly doesn't mean she's going to tell you the truth. That's my point.
Well, I have a question. And JM, is it acceptable for someone to change their position upon release of new information and further information?
Obviously, sure.
So do you think it is right to hold judgment against people on the sidelines watching when all of the information is not out there yet?
Absolutely.
So would you like to retract what you've pointedly said towards Unirock and others right now?
No, because Unirock did not get the facts first. He put out his video based on what he believed.
Well, okay.
So do you agree?
You asked a question. He didn't withhold judgment. That's my point.
And that's fine.
He put out a video.
Here's the thing, JM.
That wasn't my question, though.
He went with what he had. More information is coming out daily. This is a hot topic. I'm sorry, but people are going to report on it. I reported on it.
In defense of Unirock, he did send me a communique where he did want to interview me, but I wasn't going to. I almost wasn't going to interview with Craig. The only reason I did it is because I trust Craig. So,
here's the thing,
I'm maybe trusting you. We'll see. But
here's
originally,
the thing,
I didn't know Unirock. I knew nothing about Unirock. So when he sent me
my question about holding judgment was not to them holding judgment. It was to you holding judgment against people spouting off from incomplete information. That was my question about holding judgment.
So
it wasn't their actions, was your response to them.
You don't see that as one-sided?
No. Here's the thing. I believe you are misunderstanding where my questioning was going. It was first recognizing whether or not the other people are operating with the actual information or not. And if you understand and you get the read that they are not operating from all of the information that is actually available for a topic, is it not the right thing to withhold your own judgment against that person until they have all the information?
Of course. Yeah.
Does Unirock have all the information?
Now I believe so. Well yeah, as much as
that's the other thing. There's people out here that are offering you a chance to come on and speak with them, bro. There's no way. Let me explain something to you, okay?
Here's the thing.
But JM, let me finish. I'll let you finish, but let me finish first. You said I trust Craig, and then you were like made some mention about possibly trusting me. Listen, there's no way we can fuck this up for you if we just put it out there the way you say it. Okay? When we give you that opportunity,
well, that's not true because a lot of my words twisted too. So
well, when I do stuff, I put it out there and I try to be as intellectually honest as possible. I don't twist the way people talk. I don't say, "Oh, look, he said this because I cropped it all together and made you talk like that." What I'm saying is, in this community, people hold me accountable. They hold Fight the Flat Earth accountable. They hold us fucking accountable for everything we fucking say. We better be fucking factually right or damn near close, or we lose people. We lose support from our people. We lose subscribers.
I get it.
So that's why people like me, people like Fight the Flat Earth, people like Unirock, when we give you an opportunity to speak, all we're trying to do is give you that opportunity to tell your side.
I get it.
JM, I do have a question for you. You quite clearly said that you and your wife were the only people that own JM Truth Productions, right? Is that right?
Correct.
Is
that boiling?
Right, I'm going to quickly play just a little bit of one of your hangouts.
Hold on. Is it boiling? No, I got to go, guys. I'll be back. Let's see if I can.
I was going to ask you, how long do you need? Because I'm going to talk about a few other topics, and if we're still on, you're more than welcome to join and continue this conversation
30,
after
40
you're done.
minutes.
Go ahead and take your time. We'll still be on here.
All right. Thanks.
I'll save that then.
Yeah, we're insomniacs.
Yeah. Well, I have a few things I have to talk about now that are going to be not so fun regarding my channel. Unfortunately, most people have been fairly aware of. Let me get him off this thing real quick. Okay. Most people have been fairly aware of the COPPA stuff or COPPA stuff, however you want to pronounce it. It's either COPPA or COPPA, but I've done a lot of research into this, guys, and you guys are not going to believe what the problem is, man. All right, so here's the thing.
You mean other than YouTube being ass backwards with a lot of their policies?
It has nothing to do with YouTube this time. Everything to do with the FTC. The FTC is literally the reason that I have to change my avatar and remove my content from YouTube. I have to remove it because of the Lego.
Oh, what the
wow.
I am not even
What's up, guys?
fucking kidding. Hey,
can you hear me? Hey, guys.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
And when JM comes back on, we'll pick up that conversation with whatever you wanted to ask him and whatnot. But yeah, so I looked into it. I started to do some research. I watched a couple of videos, one from a lawyer that was really, really good. It was really in-depth about what exactly YouTube is telling us and not telling us. Here's the thing. If the FTC says you owe this money, they are not going to get it from YouTube. They're getting it from you. Okay? $42,000, I believe, or $46,000, $47,000, something like that, per violation. Every video you have is a violation. In mine, the simple fact that my guy is a Lego character means, in YouTube's eyes, I'm marketing to children. And you know what? Over the past 2 weeks, I've had a significant decrease in the amount of my videos are being pushed out to the public. And I've questioned it. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What's different than what I was doing before versus doing now? And it was all right after that fucking COPPA shit hit. And I think that YouTube's already going through and finding content meant for children and is just not promoting them. It says very much on their website that they won't promote your video unless it's being promoted next to children's videos. And then I have the click on my thing, the check mark that says not for children. So guess what? They don't put my videos there either. Now, that's not to say that's the only place it's going to be recommended, but it says it's more highly recommended to children. And because then I have it clicked not for children, it's a double whammy for me. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit. There's petitions out there that are going around being signed by thousands and thousands of creators right now. I don't market myself to children. Nothing about it is childlike. Not the tone of words that I use, not the topics that I cover.
The fact that you sound like a 12. Maybe it's the fact you sound like a 12-year-old. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, he weighs about as much as one.
Yeah, hey, come on. This ain't pick on Skeptic Day, is it? 'Cause I'm already down on the ground. I'm complaining, man. This is what I do. This is like my entire fucking, all the videos up until the point that I went with my face on it, right? And then, get this, every video after that has the Lego in the front and the back and like in the intro and the outro, I run that risk.
I'm leaving
them up. I'm leaving them up. Oh, man, I don't even know if I want to leave them up.
Yeah, YouTube's really screwing us over, man.
This is not something that I'm blowing out of proportion to get a diva, drama queen response from it. This is serious. Anybody that's questioning what I'm saying right now, please go look at it. COPPA. Look at all the YouTube content creators that are talking about it right now. We're talking about people that have Lego channels, and it's so crazy. I feel for these guys. Adults that have Lego channels that strictly talk to adults. The Lego channel is not a child's channel. But because it's Legos, that's toys. Children 13 and under play with Legos. Guess what? Indirectly, you're marketing to children. And
oh my
God. Go ahead.
Yeah, this looks like it really is hitting those collectors for not just Legos, but other toys that have become collectible, like Transformers, model building, and gameplay stuff. It really is such a large section of the overall content you'll find on YouTube that is inadvertently being flagged for this. I wonder how much YouTube is going to let it happen before they realize the damage it's
they have no choice.
Jared,
they have no choice. They have zero choice in it. The FTC says if they host content without putting the responsibility on the fucking creator, which is what they're now doing, okay? With every video you upload, you have to put not meant for children. Even if you go and say every one of them's not meant for children. When I did this live stream, my channel's already been changed, not for children.
Still had to do it.
When I did this live stream, I still had to do it. And I'm telling you this now, guys, you think I'm fucking kidding. Go look at the content creators that have over 500,000. Look at the number of content creators that have over 500,000 users or subscribers that are deleting their channel because Any one of their videos, any one of their older videos, any one of their newer videos can trigger a I believe it's $46,000 fucking fine from the FTC. And this,
for each individual.
God,
And this
is mad.
Well, this is where okay, I understand the initial deployment of it. YouTube has to be in adherence of it. That's not in question at me right now. What I'm questioning is what they are doing via their legal team in the background to act as a way to lobby for an amendment or change to this to mitigate and lessen the potential negative, well, not potential, the actual negative impact it's going to have on the product that YouTube is allowing to be put out there.
Now,
that's what I'm wondering, what they're doing in the background about it.
I want to address Trish Blythen thing. She says, yes, but COPPA only applies to content creators making content for kids, and that is absolutely false. It's true, but who says whether they're making content for kids or not?
The algorithm says it. That's where you're getting screwed, team. The algorithm's going around. PewDiePie talked about this today, and he did a great job, and he kind of broke it down, and that's why these content creators that aren't targeting kids are getting hit, because the algorithm's tricking it up, and YouTube's too small to be able to do anything. There's too many creators.
Dude, I can't use my Lego character. I can't use Cream Skeptic, my Twinkie character. I can't use anything that may be deemed. I'm literally about to do a VR fucking devil, a demon. That ain't no fucking possible fucking way you could say I was doing this for the kids. I mean, literally. And it goes to avatars, thumbnails, channel art, external links that you put in your description, your info cards, all of it. And if YouTube finds out that you're not that you've marked your channel not for kids, but you're putting out for kids content, then you will get fucking blacklisted from the site. They've already said that too.
By COPPA and get in trouble. They need to reverse the monetization. That's what they need to do. They won't, but.
And I'm not saying that Trish was wrong. I just want to say that when they say when she said that it only applies to content creators that are making content for kids, you can have someone like me who's not making content for kids and be deemed as a content creator who is making content for kids, even though I don't make content for kids. So it's not really that that it's what I say I'm doing or what I say I'm going or what I say my material is about. It's what they deem it as, and that's where people are getting fucked up. Because I can't just have something on there. If it has just one Lego, if it has my guy in the bottom left corner while I'm talking, well, guess what? Somebody could legitimately say, oh, well, yeah, I mean, kids play with Legos. He's trying to reach children with that Lego. Now, I am trying to reach the younger audience because I do feel like they're the ones that are more vulnerable to falling for stuff like flat earth and anti-vax and whatnot. So I do try to present myself and my material in a way that someone who's a little bit more youthful might like it, but I'm not shooting for below 18, you know, and this really only has to do with below 13. It's not even the 14 to 17 year olds. It's everything underneath that. But anyway, let me get through some of these super chats real quick. All right. Let's see. We have Earth is seriously flat for $2. Curvizon not found yet. Let's unite and test it. Yeah, or test the globe. Yeah, we already talked about that. Earth is seriously flat. Next time we're in the same neighborhood, let's get together, have a dinner, and let's do some tests. Brainy Beaver for $2 Canadian. Tell JM Brainy Beaver says hi. We enjoyed his premiere. Paul Reap for $10, no message, but thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Oh, and then another $10 from Paul Reap. Again, thank you very much. Sorry, team, this is BS. I cannot fucking agree with you more, Paul. It's demoralizing. I literally have to take down my old material by January 1st. Get your Team Skeptic in now, guys. Watch as much fucking Team Skeptic as you can, because guess what? Download those videos. I'm giving anybody and everybody permission right now for any video up until I went on camera. Feel free to put that on your channel and mirror it, because it's coming off mine because of COPPA, unfortunately. And there's
Same thing happened to
nothing I
my
can
main
do with it.
channel, man. I had to get rid of all my content too, dude. That's why I started over on Unirock too. It sucks. It happens though.
But this is demoralizing. This isn't the second time I've had to fucking take my shit down, and the first one was over some
depressing.
goddamn false fucking copyright strikes. It is, because you know what? That's one thing, and I noticed this, or I know that this is true because I'm a human, and I know everybody out there is fucking humans as well, right? We look and we see somebody that has 100 subscribers, and we give them less viability than somebody that has 100,000 subscribers, right? Same thing goes with videos. You find a guy that has one video, you're less inclined to subscribe to that guy. But you find a guy that has 200 videos, you're probably going to be more inclined to subscribe to him. He makes more videos. Whether the first guy's been around for 2 days or not, you're just looking at him with one video. So when people see my channel, they might see the subs, but then they're going to see all the videos gone. Now I've got to fucking figure that out. I got to change everything, guys. Every fucking thing you can think of. I mean, look, I can't use my avatar. I got to get a new... Hey, anybody out there want to design an avatar? Feel free. We're going to crowdfund this shit. Design avatars, send them to me on Discord. We'll pick 5 of them, and we'll have the community vote on it. You guys can fucking be a part of the new Team Skeptic channel, okay? Willie Pfister says, how is the Twinkie promoting to children? Well, it's a children's treat. Anything, any kind of tie to it that you can have, you have to understand that there may be somebody out there that can say, that was marketing to children. The fact that I dressed up like a Twinkie and got on stage and animated myself markets to kids.
It's ridiculous, dude.
I mean, you've been in maybe 4 of my videos using your Lego avatar. I'm gonna have to take them off.
Everybody, yes. If you're a content creator, you've had me on as a Lego, as a Twinkie. You put me in your thumbnails. Get me out of your thumbnails now. Before January 1st, pull me. I am not fucking kidding. Pull me out of that, because somebody along the road is going to be a dickhead and is going to try to report you for fucking using child advertising. All right? Pull it off. Delete it. Just do whatever you have to, because that's what YouTube and the FTC have decided is fair to the content creator.
YouTube Surgeon General says you can't use your face either, Team Skeptic. He-Man might sue you.
Well, this is going to make something that was currently planned for the end of the month a little more interesting. Because GeoStreber's already been working on the thumbnail for that roast.
I already told him. I said, hey, don't. He said, I need your avatar. And I said, no, wait on that. Wait on it. Because if it's something that's fun and you want to leave it up on your channel, then I cannot be there with a Lego avatar. I'm going to get you a new one. Again, I'm dead serious, guys. Anybody out there, if you guys want to take part in this and have a good time with it, let's design a logo together. I will seriously step back and let the community decide what my new logo is, and we'll go from there.
It has to be a penis.
Wow, if you guys decide,
just a big
if I
penis.
get fucking 50 cocks as a fucking, like, as an avatar, I'm going to be extremely pissed off and disappointed at everybody in the community.
Well, you know Flat Earthers are interested in this.
I better not end up with cocks as a god. All right, I got to set a rule. No cocks, guys. No cocks.
What about dick butts? Can they be put in?
Dick butts are okay.
Well, being cartoon-based, being animated-based, you want to be careful on that aspect, too. Because Dick Butt did come from a more juvenile origination point, so that's where it's going to be really dicey when it comes to even avatar development at that point.
I was reading a comment in the chat. I want to read this out. Nathan Richards, wouldn't that affect everyone with animated avatars? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Any person out there, you have to be, here's what you have to do, okay? Possibly. That's a big creator right there that may get that may have issues, to be honest. I'm not even fucking kidding. Professor Stick might have some issues with his avatar. So we ought to reach out to him and make sure that he's not that he's aware of this at least. Nathan Richard. Oh yeah, we already said
Beaver
animated
as well. Up until
Brainy's a little bit different. Brainy's a little bit different because you also got to remember that there are
We don't talk about that here.
there's going to be avatars out there that are still cartoonish but aren't necessarily nobody can use it to tie that to to children. You know what I'm saying? Like with mine, it's a Lego guy. It's very specific. It's designed for children. You know what I'm saying?
He's a cartoon beaver. I mean, it's
possibly then.
Kids
Possibly.
would like it, you know.
I would just like that from that logic that you just put out. Brandon needs to change his avatar. I'm not even fucking kidding. Because the fact that you can conceivably tie in his avatar to advertising for kids means that somebody else will as well. Dead serious.
Is JM coming back, team? Do we know?
Yeah, he's coming back. Oh, he said he's coming back after 30, 45 minutes. It's already been about a 15-minute rant by me.
I just want to make sure
man? Let me
much,
turn
dude.
it over to you, man. Say hi.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, I just want to tell JM I have nothing against him, and I was going off my reaction because I went off of what JM said in that video, and I feel like, it was a pretty accurate thing, but I'll talk to him when he gets back.
Did you just watch the interview? What are your thoughts now?
I saw most of it. I came in maybe the last 3 quarters or halfway mark, but I'd say that there's a little bit of a case. I will apologize to JM and give it till Shelly puts out her stuff and relook at the evidence. So we'll have to wait and see. I did reach out to JM though before I did any of the videos, so he had the opportunity to come on and give his own side. We'll have to wait. I know Shelly's talking about responding, right? Has she said anything yet? Anybody heard?
She hasn't responded to me yet. But I don't know whether she's going to go on my show or yours. Brainy, we already have 4 people on the panel, and we have JM possibly coming back. So I don't want to put too many people on the panel right now. Maybe I can get you
I can jump out after I talk to JM for a few,
yeah, okay.
or whatever.
We'll wait till after JM comes back, and we'll see where it goes from there. But yeah, Brainy, if a spot opens up, we'll bring you on. Let me get through a couple more super chats. $6.66 from NANA. Team Skeptic. Radical should be a mod here. Radical, he is a mod. I just checked.
Yeah, I had to reset some mods. Some of mine got undone in the last couple of weeks, so it might have knocked them out.
Yeah, that's another thing, and Brainy brought this up. I saw evidence of this too. Sometimes, guess what? They're undinging you. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Guess what? If you clicked my dinger because you wanted to stay fucking current with my content, you wanted that dinger in your face and in your ears, guess what? YouTube might have gone through and just reset that dinger for you to say, you know what? You really don't want any of Team Skeptic's material. Why would you want that?
Welcome to my world, team. This has been happening to me for 2 years on YouTube.
I'm getting
horrible.
Recommendations for videos I'm not even fucking subscribed to. Fucking piece of shit. All right, we have a new member. Let's see. It's Kamish Lowe's. Yes, welcome to the Ding Force. Let's see. What do we do? Oh, come on. Where's Uni at? Uni, you know what comes first, don't you, bro?
Mankini, right?
God dog. Okay.
Well done, Uni.
Let me tell you. Hold on. I want to know. I want to tell you something right now. I'm in every one of your goddamn shows, whether on the panel or in the fucking the live chat, right? I know your show. I could do your show for you if you ever got sick and you're like, team, I'm pulling a Nathan Thompson and I need you to take over. I get on there and do it because I know your show that well. You don't even know what fucking comes first? You could argue with me about what's second and third, but what comes first, bro? Fight.
You've been on my show so much. So.
Fight. What comes first?
Pretty sure it's a Mankini. I don't know. That's all I can think of. Do you have other emojis, or is it just?
Did you just fucking say that?
Just the Mankini, right?
Bitch.
You missed the perfect opportunity there, Craig. With Uni saying the Mankini, your response was supposed to be the meat tube. That way, by time team got to me, we have it right, but in the reverse order.
All right. Well, guess what, guys? Guess what? You 3 fucking idiots get to try again because we have a new member again. Hold on 1 second. Let me see who it is. Oh, no. Oh, man, I got to turn off top chat and onto live chat. I don't know why it does this to me. Cypher fucking 0. Yes, sir. Let's go. What comes first there, Unirock?
I won't. It's not the creamy. It was creamy.
I just told you.
Cream
What
skeptic.
the fuck's wrong with you? Do you not? Are you pulling a fucking flat earther right now? Do you not fucking listen when people fucking talk to you? What did I say?
Dude,
I put
I'm
it in front of
exhausted.
everybody. I put it in everybody's face to start it, to get the fucking party started. What goes in everybody's face?
Uh,
My goddamn dinger.
Oh, come on, Uni. You were in the army. You know the first thing that gets
If I have
put in your
yeah,
face in the morning.
if I have to ask you again, I'm booting
the
you
dinger.
the
The
fuck
dinger.
off. All right?
It was the dinger. I know. I'm sorry.
AT2. It's been a minute, bruh. What comes next?
Dude, if you want to see my meat tube, you just got to ask.
Boom! Me too, baby. Look at that guy. He gets it. He gets me. He knows me. What does that leave you with? Fight the flat earth. Something you'll never
For
fit
some
in
reason,
your life.
fucking Mankini again.
That's fucking right,
Oh,
baby.
fucking
That's
burn.
Fucking right. All right, good deal. And then we have Earth is Seriously Flat for $2. The flat out truth will always come to eye level. Again, hey, Earth is Seriously Flat, man. I really wouldn't mind meeting up with you. You seem like a pretty good dude. And especially after having my good experiences at the Flat Earth Conference, I would like to get to meet up with you. I honestly believe that you're a Poe, but I would give you every opportunity to prove me wrong.
Team, I got to tell you something, man. When you get done.
Okay, let me get through these super chats.
Go ahead.
But yeah, let's arrange that. Earth is Seriously Flat. Seriously. UTB Doug for £5. Have you been abandoned in an accident that was your fault? Are you a fraud? Contact JM Doof Solicitors today.
Who caught my abandoned in the interview? Who actually caught that? I slipped it in there pretty smooth.
Oh God, why am I on camera? Take me off camera. I just noticed this. What am I, like 5 minutes behind? I've been fucking sitting up there making my whistle face.
This is the face Team Skeptic makes when he tries to whistle, guys.
It's not a try. It works. Listen, if you listen real carefully, you will hear a high pitch. Listen.
You shouldn't have to listen.
Shut up. Nobody can hear it if you keep talking. You hear that?
No.
Because you're not listening.
Oh, I hear
Here it
it.
is.
Yeah.
The tiny bit, but it's basically you're blowing.
Stop. Who's doing that? I'm booting that person. Who is it? Don't ever whistle over me ever again, okay? All right, so let me keep on with the super chats before I lose my place. Jet Guitars, $5. I wish old videos could be grandfathered in from new rules made by YouTube, FTC, and such. You didn't know at the time, and all the BS they would pull. Jet Guitars, I agree with that. In fact, I would be totally okay at this point from them completely not recommending any of those videos moving forward, completely not giving me any monetization on those videos. I just don't want to fucking lose them. Like, I don't want them to be off the internet. I spent thousands and thousands and thousands of hours putting those videos together. YouTube, FTC, don't do this to me. I'll whistle for you.
No, you won't, because you can't.
This is for you, YouTube, FTC. If you hear this, I'm struggling for you so that you leave my channel alone.
This channel is being deleted.
Fuck! Alright, Bella Charge, $5 New Zealand dollars for the new avatar. Like I said, let's make it a fucking crowd thing and let's just do it for fun. I'll take whatever the community wants, I'll let them have it. In fact, y'all submit all your entries and maybe I'll get 5 or 6 different debunkers to pick their favorite ones, and I'll have you vote on whichever one that they pick too. Robert Williams, $5 for the COPPA BS. Maybe start each video with Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back's opening rap. Please ask JM what differentiates data from metadata. Ooh, good question.
He
John
doesn't know
Rapp,
what metadata
10
is, does he?
Aussie dollars. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Question for JM Truth.
Oi,
Is
oi,
there a
oi.
contract? Is there a signed agreement? You know what, John Rapp, I'll wait until he gets back, and I'll read that to him when he gets back. 5 Aussie dollars from Christopher Hoogan. This sucks. I hope someone told the Dapper Dino and the Shills they could be hit. YouTube is broken. Yeah, again, everybody, listen. Put it out there. If you care about a content creator, okay? As a viewer like you, I'm a viewer too. I only create content for my channel. I'm always watching other people's channel. I just said I watch Uni all the time. I watch Fight the Flat Earth once a month. I watch, Steve McRae every day. I watch Reds. I watch everybody but Fight the Flat Earth all the time. I'm a viewer as well, okay? And I care about everybody but Fight the Flat Earth. So I will tell everyone that they need to... Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, God. This is what happens when I try to self-correct myself in my head. I end up just spitting my self-corrections out. I'm sorry, Fight the Flat. You know I love you, bruh. No, but anyway, I'm dead serious, guys. If you care about a content creator out there, you should definitely say something to them about it. And even if you don't think that they're affected by this, just make mention of it so that they can do a self-evaluation of their channel. Because believe me, I don't want to see I don't want to see everybody but Fight the Flat Earth lose his channel. That one I can't let slide. I have to be honest. No, I would not want to see Fight the Flat Earth lose his channel either. I don't want to see anybody lose their channel over this. And there are going to be people that are shutting their channels down right now because of this. They're doing it voluntarily. It's pitiful.
So we had another super chat come in from Space Comma for $2 US. Just age restrict them instead of deleting. Except here's the problem. Setting a video to age restricted or especially a large segment of your videos to age restricted will completely fuck you for any channel growth from an organic nature through the algorithm.
And then
because
there is something else I noticed about that. There was somebody brought that up in another one in one of the videos I watched, and I don't know the validity of this claim. I just know they made the claim. They said it doesn't matter whether the video is private or unlisted, whether you have it marked as 18 and up or not for children. It doesn't matter. If somebody from the FTC sees the video and says that it is meant for children, no matter what you have, it's going to be fucking, you're going to be held responsible for that.
Doesn't make sense, man.
I could see unlisted being open to it, not so much the private, because an unlisted video still goes through the analysis algorithm on YouTube's end.
Well, like I said, some of these claims I have not had a chance to really vet them myself. The claims that I really, really listened to were the certified lawyers that were talking about it, or people that brought out very specific segments and read off portions of COPPA that were, that I could see directly applied to me. Like especially when it said, it's not just your video, it's your thumbnail, it's your channel art, it's your avatar, and it's any link that you put in the description. If any one of those
hates us.
If any one of those was to be deemed as meant for children, that would get you fined. Godless Scummer says Felicia Thompson chickened out. That's absolutely right. He chickened out. Oh my God, he's such a
chickened out.
Natalie Thompson. That's what we called her earlier. Whoever said that, if you said that in the chat earlier, please identify yourself because that was great. Like I was literally in the heat of the moment. I opened my eyes to look at the screen because I don't even open my eyes when I talk that piece of shit. I opened my eyes to look at the screen and all I saw was Natalie. The one word, Natalie. And I was like, done. He's Natalie moving forward. There's no more Nathan sitting in front of me. That's Natalie.
Well, you act like a bitch, get called like a bitch.
He tried to act all big and hard, but it's so obvious that he was just fucking terrified, and that's going to hang over him forever.
Sorry, I was following the chat. So somebody said, just go and put a big black dot over the little Lego fucker. I could try that. I don't know if I can add stuff. Can you blur stuff out
Well,
on YouTube?
yeah, you can.
Yeah,
blur.
you can.
You could blur
An
every one
editor.
of your videos.
Okay, so I could probably go and blur every time I have a character up there and blur the background on all of them, because some of them I don't have the files for anymore. I mean, I don't have a 90 terabyte fucking hard drive in my computer. I've got to delete and make room for every one of my videos. Takes like 3 to 6 gigabytes to make. I have like over 2 or 3 or over 100 videos that I've done, plus all the videos I've downloaded. Oh my god. Yeah, but anyway, I could try that factard. God's Otter said, seriously, Plaster, this channel is not meant for children over everything. I wish it was that easy. I really do. Okay. We have $5 from Bella Charge. Just make Lego Man naked, not fit for kids. Oh, look at that. I just realized something. My mankini. My fucking...
Yeah.
These guys,
Maybe
look.
that can be
look,
your
hold on. This
avatar.
one, this one, this one. That one, that one, that one, that one. That one. Those are my fucking icons, my emojis that I use. Look, all of those could be deemed advertising to children. Every one of them has a Lego in it, Twinkie in it, the globe emoji, and then I have these that are not meant for children. The only 2 of them. Look, these are it. Poor those. At least we get to keep the Me Too, guys. At least we get to keep the Me Too. I'm not mad. I'm happy. The Me Too. And I'll just cut my head off in my mankini one. So yes, we'll keep I'll put my real head on the mankini one so we can keep the mankini.
So, a regular picture of you.
Yeah.
Why do you have to be so factual, Jared?
Being direct and to the point, kind of my thing. Although, I just have to say, you better be on that roast, because...
Oh, I am.
I got the litany for an introduction for you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Because, yes, once it gets announced, it will be confirmed. I am your master of ceremonies for that event. So I get to rip on each and every one of you right before you show up.
Don't think you're immune.
Oh, I know. I'm actually excited to hear what everyone comes up with.
I'm trying to see what I told him. Because I sent him a message, and I was like, that might not be a good idea to have me. I'll let you rethink that. Oh, that's right. That's what it was. Hold
on. So, Heart on My Sleeves in the live chat has been campaigning to not vote for Kyle for Dumbfuck of the Year, and I'm right there with you. I don't think we should glamorize a criminal act.
JM says he promises he'll be back. Thank you for your patience.
Sweet.
Spelt like patience at a hospital.
Oh yeah, he said he had some. He's writing jokes for me right now, and I was like, no fat jokes, please. After seeing myself next to Nathan Thompson, I feel fat.
Oh, team, let me tell you this. Have you ever seen this guy? I think he calls himself a Plain Truth, and he's got this like mustache. You ever see? You know who I'm talking about? He's a flat earther.
Oh yeah, I talked to him at the Flat Earth conference. Yep.
He emailed me.
Yeah, what'd he say?
He wants me to come on his show and talk to him this week sometime.
I mean,
that could be interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then Dread wants to debate me, question everything or Dread. We're supposed to do that this weekend. I don't know why he wants to debate me, but I'll do it, I guess.
Just call him Fred. It's Fred.
Oh,
Fred. Fred.
I found the message. GeoStriber wrote me. By the way, Saturday in 2 weeks. Oh man, I want to do an impression of him to get the roast started. By the way, Saturday in 2 weeks we will be doing roast at GeoStriber. I want you there. And I sent the message returned to him was, I'm going to get you some time, or I'm going to give you some time to make sure that you want that. I am ruthless, and I love you too much to be kind. And you know me, I am not. I hold nothing back when it comes to my friends. Do you remember remember on Simon Dan's roast, I showed him with the fucking all deformed fingers, and I was like, yeah, this is what you get when you click your own videos 20 million times, because it is 20 million video view celebration. I actually know what Geo looks like. He is not safe.
See, and that's the thing is, as the MC, I've been trying to think what order to go in on the people who are most likely and definitely going to be there, and it is difficult to figure out a proper order for you guys to go in, because you figure you, Red, Sean, Micro. What order do I go in? Just
I'm gonna be honest because I care about everybody that's involved. I want everybody else to have priority before me because I'm the new guy to that group. So make sure everybody else gets the position they want. I'll take whatever positions later. I'm still gonna kill it better than anybody else, but I'll take whatever position you give me. I'm just not the bottom bitch. That's the only thing.
God damn it.
I knew you were about to say it. I knew you were about to say it.
Just had to ruin my dream.
Darth Weezius says, Team Skeptic, why not just set up a quick archive website for your vids rather than just deleting them? When I say delete them, I mean delete them off of YouTube. I've already started looking into what to where to put them at for everybody to go and watch them later. Because I know I'll have people that do want to see them, and I'll have them somewhere. It just sucks because it's not going to be on YouTube. This is the popular platform. People don't go to BitChute to find videos. They go to BitChute to find videos they can't find on YouTube, but that's because they can't find them on YouTube. They want to find stuff on YouTube first. So I would hope that I don't have to, archive my videos somewhere else where somebody would have to leave the YouTube site to go and watch them. I've spoken with some of the people in the community about getting me a full-time website, like teamskeptic.com or something. If I have that, then I can put them there, and anybody that goes to the website, you can go watch all my old videos there. There's just a lot of stuff we can do, but it just sucks that the main thing, where you want them, it can't go there. That's the only problem. But who knows? Maybe because of this. I didn't consider the blurring out. That might be a way for me to actually save some of my videos. I'll have to go through them and take out the avatar, or take out the thumbnails and redo most of my thumbnails. But that's not a problem. And then there was somebody out there that has to be fucking joking. Said, I've been out of the loop. What's happened to Kyle again? If you've been out of the loop, you're just gonna have to be out of the loop at this point. He's been a dickweed.
Hey team, I'm gonna have to drop out in a bit because I'm falling asleep. It's nearly 4 in the morning for me.
Yeah, sure. I'll hang out with JM when he gets back here, and we'll talk to him about a few things. And then.
But make sure you play him that video that Negative Exponent sent, and
okay.
Ask him to clarify again who owns what.
Oh, yeah, because he says in there that 50% is owned by his wife and 25 is owned by him, 25 owned by Shelly, right?
Yeah, but I got him to clarify at least 4 or 5 times in the interview, and he said that it's a sole proprietorship owned by him and his wife. I don't think he knows what sole proprietorship means.
So really simple. A sole proprietorship was actually what my wife was doing when I met her over 7 years ago as a pet groomer with her own salon, and she was the only employee. That was it. She was her business at that point.
All right.
We had a sole
Good night,
proprietorship.
guys. Have fun.
All right.
All right, man.
Yeah, we had a sole proprietorship, and I only had one employee. I could have had employees and still been a sole proprietorship, but I couldn't have had like a board, or anybody, I guess it goes the other way. If you are a corporation, I think you have to form a board. I think you could still have a board and a sole proprietorship, but it would all be under one person's name.
Now, the board implies the corporate standing, which if you're a corporate standing, you're going at least the LLC route versus or one of the myriad of other corporations, at which point you're not a sole proprietor. You have a large enough institution that you are whoever the board is the managing interest of the entire entity that is the business.
Yeah, so when I say that, I mean more of along the lines of this right here. When I say that you can have a board in a sole proprietorship, like I could easily just go and say, okay, we're going to create a board here to run this company, and I'm going to pay you out all to be on the board. And it could be just a couple of my friends that are there, and we could say it's, one guy's responsible for marketing, one guy's responsible for this, one guy's responsible for finances, and it can still be a board that we've set up on the side. But all I'm saying is, look, when you do a corporation, I believe you have to have a structure to the corporation that requires a board of directors.
Or the management hierarchy like that, yes, and that's where you can be a sole proprietor and have that avenue and have that aspect going on, but the strict terminology for the business parlance and the structure of it is where you have to be careful to not screw yourself over. And actually, in the pet services industry, there's a lot of issue where people should be employed as a W-2, as a waged employee, but instead are harangued into thinking that what is best for them is to be a 1099 independent contractor, when it's actually the completely wrong way. There's actually big issues with that debate within that industry right now. So there's so much nuance to proper establishment and operation of a business from just the administrative side of it. It is very, very of anyone looking into doing it to take your time, take it like I'm talking 2-3 months minimum research, if you do not have the experience of how to properly set it up and figure out which setup is actually the best for you, not just in the short term, but the intermediate as well, because a properly set up business and a properly run business can take off in a matter of months and get larger than you expected it to be. So being targeted for that mid-tier from the outset really is the best practice to go with it. That way you're not having to go back in 3, 4, 5 months and have to restructure and implement your growth plan prematurely.
So they could, in essence, they could have it. It could be a partnership and a sole proprietorship as well. The sole proprietorship would mean that it's all in one person's name. That's really it.
Yeah.
It just means that the entire business belongs to one person. But in a sole proprietorship, should the business incur civil penalties, those civil penalties would go to the sole proprietor. I believe that's what the difference between the sole proprietorship and the LLC is. When you get an LLC, then you can say the business name is responsible for the civil liabilities, and my personal name is not. I believe.
Yeah. So when you incorporate, even at the low level of an LLC, its primary purpose is that insulation of someone attacking the business legally and only being able to touch the business and the business assets.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're a DBA, they can go after your personal assets on top of it.
Sole proprietorship.
Well, both.
Yeah.
If you're a DBA versus incorporated in any way, they can go after whoever is signing as that DBA and their personal assets in the event of a lawsuit.
Yeah,
that's why you incorporate to put that in there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Is like the DBA, I believe, is just a local thing. It's just so you can do business, that you can get like bank accounts, you can get business accounts with people.
It it is
But
it is signatory authority
uh
for that business.
right, right. But I don't think that there's an option to put DBA on your taxes when you pay taxes at the end of the year. I think it's sole proprietorship, LLC, C corp,
Uh,
and S
and
corp.
that's where DBA / sole proprietor is the tax standing, and that's where
Okay,
if
okay.
you are, yeah,
Yeah.
it's the combination at that point. And if you are filing as a sole proprietor, which is utilizing a DBA, that's
Mhm.
where if someone, like say you have a claim from a former client and they sue the company, well, as a DBA, as a sole proprietor, they're not just suing the company, they are suing you, because without that corporated protection, they are going after the business assets first, and anything beyond the business assets that are your personal assets are also up for grabs.
Yeah.
The incorporation puts that stop it. No, you can only go after the business for up to the business assets.
Yeah, and then let's see. There was somebody else that said something funny. Oh, Recovering Alabamian says that I am the reason that COPPA exists because on Halloween I answered the door in a mankini. Yes, I did do that. Yep. It wasn't as fun as it sounds
There,
right now.
there's always someone out there. Which, admit it, if you grew up in a large enough neighborhood, there was always at least that one house that time of year you were like, no, we're
Yeah,
not going there.
not good. That's my house every year moving forward. The freaking the Pope could move in here and be like, nah. Oh, that's a bad example, I guess. The chief of police could move in and be like, don't go to that one. That might show up at the door in handcuffs and a mankini.
So JM's coming back soon, right, team? Here in a bit, right?
He claimed any minute at this point.
Okay. So what changed after he talked to Fight, in your opinion? Like, what do you guys think that changed after JM came out and gave his opinion?
I think he's provided evidence for his side. It's up to Shelley to refute it. I guess we have to wait for her refutation. If she doesn't want to refute it, then I guess that means that she doesn't really disagree with it.
Well, for anyone that was only caught like the last part of the live show earlier, do you want to give like a quick, like super quick sum up of like anything JM said that would be in his favor or anything? If not, it's cool. It would help,
No.
I think. Okay.
Hey, $2 from Jared Warren, $1.99. Hey team, great show tonight. Thank you, Jared. This is just a put together thing. We're not even really doing a real show. Just
Hey team,
talking to
I'm
JM.
back.
Okay, great. JM, let me finish addressing the super chat, and we'll jump
Just
straight
before
to
you go, I've got 15 minutes. It's my wife's birthday, and
yeah, I don't want to keep you from your wife's birthday, man. Let me go ahead and say, Jared Warren, hey team, good show tonight. All the other super chats will wait to the end. Hey team, good show tonight. That Jared Warren is the guy that was out at FEIC with me this year. You guys give that dude a big thumbs up and high five. And he does a podcast on a horror show. And we're going to be having him on to talk. Okay, now Unirock, you would like to you said you would like to talk to him, right? You have some questions?
Yeah, JM, I just want to apologize, man. Look, I reached out to you the best way I could. I didn't get through to you, obviously, and you don't trust me. I understand that. YouTube's a crazy place. I do hope, though, that in the future you may create a dialogue with me, because I'd like to get your side, and I will update my channel with your side of everything and give you a fair chance, even if you think I will.
Let me say, Rock, I did see your comment about when you said, holy crap, I was wrong. So actually, that's kind of where I was like, oh, wow. He actually changed his take on it.
I change my mind all the time.
I apologize for not. So go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but for sure, man. And I don't look, I can only go off of what evidence is there. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you understand. My reaction was to what I saw, nothing personal whatsoever, and
No,
I'll change my
get
mind
that.
towards the
I get it.
evidence. Okay, just making sure, man.
I get it. Awkward silence.
Well, no,
I actually was talking. I was actually talking the whole time. I just had the microphone on mute. Okay,
Oh.
Jared, did you have any questions for JM Truth while he was still here?
no. What I mainly came in here for directly to him was already addressed earlier with that whole designation for what does and does not make a business. It really is a large gray area because of the different ways a business can be established and then operate.
Let me bounce off that and say, I really, guys, I don't want to talk anymore about my business, and here's why. I sought out legal counsel a long time ago about how to set it up several different ways. I've set it up the way I've set it up on purpose. That's all I'm going to say to that. But this case is not about my business. So don't let Shelley cloud the issues. The issues are, I've proven that I purchased the equipment with my own personal funds. The equipment doesn't belong to the company. It belongs to me. She did, in fact, commit grand theft by definition when she stole it. She also conspired with 2 other individuals who physically restrained me from getting my equipment. So that's the case. Not does she own, does she not own, who owns what. The equipment isn't part of the company. So that part of it, it should be pretty cut and dry as far as it's not relevant. Despite the fact that Shelley would like it to be irrelevant, and she would like to say, well, he should have bought it with GoFundMe money. No, that was never she's been saying that from the beginning. You should have bought it with GoFundMe. I didn't. And when we discussed it, we agreed we wouldn't. I told her I wasn't going to. I thought it was unethical for me to buy equipment with GoFundMe money when that equipment then would have no specific owner. That's, as a company and as an owner of equipment, that's my issue is, why would I purchase, unless it was specifically designated for that. But even on the GoFundMe site, I said, yeah, it could be used for production company purposes. But I never intended to buy equipment with it, ever. That was never, ever, to me, that's unethical. So just so that we're clear, because I'm sure she'll come on tomorrow and say, I should have done that because she's been saying it the whole time. But that was never the plan, never, ever the issue. The issue is not the company. It's that she stole personal equipment. She did so, and also premeditatedly, because they took that 3 hours, went to the cabin, and loaded up part of my equipment back into the van. It wasn't in the van, and left me with my rucksack and a sleeping bag when they left.
Yeah, that part I don't agree with at all.
So
look, hey, JM, I do want to ask you a question that is relevant. That somebody had asked before you, or while you were gone, and FTFE asked me to make sure to ask you about this.
Okay.
In your interview with him, you said that that you and your wife were the owners of JM Truth Productions. Is that correct?
I told you, team, I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
Well, okay, but this is part of the whole Shelley thing, because we have something where Shelley was in a hangout with you where you guys had said, or I guess you had said that you owned 50%, or your wife owned 50%, you owned 25%, and she owned 25%. Is that correct?
That was the hypothetical percentages. Yeah, and I told you we were playing that out. She knew that was never legal. It was never contracted. We had all this discussed beforehand. She kept bringing this out as though it was a thing. It's never been an actual thing, and she knew it was not going to be a real thing. It's the end of production. So it's not a real thing. It was never a real thing, other than hypothetically to play out those percentages to see how our dynamic would work.
Would you be okay with me? Would you be okay with me playing that clip and just to make sure that the whole crowd gets it and make sure that they understand it properly? Because there's the confusion is coming from the crowd. They asked FTFE. He was going to ask you, but he stepped off and was like, "Hey, be sure to ask him this because it's a relevant question." So would you mind if I played that and you kind of talked your way through it? What exactly was actually happening in this scenario?
Is this the clip in the casino?
No, not at
No.
all. Not at all. No, this is a hangout that you had with Shelly, I think.
Wait, that was public?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Here, hold on one second. I'll just start playing it, and I don't think it's bad for you, and I don't think it makes you look bad or anything like that. The clip that I'm about to play, but I think that you were already trying to explain it, so I'm just gonna play it a little bit, and once you've heard enough, just say, "Hey, right there, let me explain that."
All right.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Can you hear that?
50% or 50? Yeah, it's 50%. And then Shelly and I are 25 and 25. Now, you all may think that that sounds cool. Well, not for me, as the only man in that group, because when these two get together,
Okay.
like, okay, whatever.
I was actually trying to make a joke about the two women having potentially having more percentage than me and being able to override me. That was actually a sexist joke on my part. That was all that was a joke. I mean, we were talking about hypothetical percentages because we had talked about doing this. So I mean, it was legitimate from the standpoint of had we got to the end of the production, those percentages would have been written out in the contract. But
So
Shelly
you're
knew
saying-
there was no.
Yeah. So
Huh?
just to clarify, you're saying that what you said there was not your agreement. You
No.
said there the 50% your wife owning.
Was not even
Okay.
to be taken seriously.
And that's just why they wanted clarification. They just wanted to hear your side of this, your explanation to that. Because hey, if you want me to be honest, hearing that it does kind of sound like you're saying that
No, I
your
get-
business is not well, it might be a sole proprietorship in your name. It's still the agreement that you have is 50. We'll just say we'll just round them off. 50
You
for
can't.
your wife, 25.
Here's the thing, guys. You can't have a sole proprietorship and have partnerships. It can't be a sole proprietorship and a partnership.
Well,
That's
you can
why
still have investors. Oh well, hold on. You can still
No.
have investors.
Yes, no. You can have investors. You can have investors, but that's not what we're talking about here. So
Okay. Well, I mean, you can still have a contract with what people are owed. Let's say you, for instance, as a director,
for shareholding purposes, yeah, I get it. I understand what you're
yeah.
saying.
Okay. So, and that's what we were talking about. I think while you were gone is that there's so many different ways with businesses. It's really great. Like even somebody pointed out in live chat. And this is true too. If you have a DBA, then you can still file just business taxes without doing anything else, but you do that on your personal tax, and
Right.
So
right,
there's just so many different ways to
There's a
make
lot of
that
different ways to set up a
right.
company. No,
And
I
each
get
way
it.
has
Yeah.
a very specific, it goes to very specific businesses, very specific types of businesses. So I'm not here to question that or anything like that. I was just making a clarification that to say earlier that if you said that you do have one, that's not necessarily mean that you do have a business. It just is what you need to have a business. And you were right. I mean, yeah, you were right about that. Okay, so let's. I guess. Go ahead, Jared. Go ahead.
Oh, real quick on this topic, so it doesn't die off and before forget about it. Just as something to keep in the back of your mind with all of the shenanigans going on around this, JM, that conversation can be seen from a California verbal contract state of view as potentially being binding as the partnership. And this is where I'm not saying that you have to refute that now. I'm not saying you have to refute that now, but I'm saying that audio or an audio from a conversation like that can be construed and attempted to be used against you from a legal standpoint in that framework. Because if I remember correctly, Shelly is a resident of the state of California, which does open it up to that. Just something to be mindful of.
Here's the problem. The company resides in Montana, not California. So it doesn't matter where she lives. It matters where the company resides. The second thing is that the theft happened in Nevada. So California has, the only reason California would be involved in this is to extradite her to Nevada.
And
And
and again, and again, with her residency being there, she can argue from a standpoint from her own position of California state law being potentially applicable when it comes to negotiation. When it comes to the negotiation aspect, yes.
No, she cannot.
Maybe.
Dude, I'm telling you. I've already sought counsel on this. She cannot argue from the state of California. The theft happened
I'm not
in
saying
Nevada.
she would win. I'm not saying she would win. I'm not saying it would get her anywhere. I'm saying be ready for that card to be played.
Can I ask you if you know whether or not your lawyer is also the same lawyer as Kyle Curtis? Because if he is, don't use that guy.
My lawyer is not Kyle.
Well, let me.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you, man.
And that was another reason why I was bringing that up, because of that aspect and because of that legal proceeding and everything going on and how that got misconstrued and how people did get bad information on what was actually going on. Again, not saying she would succeed with that line. I'm saying be ready for it.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. But here's the point. This is not about ownership of a company. The company is not an issue in this case, guys.
Okay, well,
she's trying to make it.
Yeah, well, JM, let me ask you, because this is about that. I want to ask you, because it has to do with the documentary. Are both of you going to release a documentary that is separate from one another?
Well, let me put it this way to you. I'm going to speak from the legal aspect. I'm releasing a film.
All right.
She has no rights to the footage or the title. And she's going to come on tomorrow, I'm sure, and tell you all the reasons why she does.
Well, and hey, JM, I want you to know I haven't said anything. I have not said anything in stone with her. She's not even responded to me. We had a brief encounter in Dallas where I just shook her hand and introduced myself, told her I'd like to bring her on, and that's what our encounter was, and that was it.
Okay.
So I haven't made I've offered her to come on and speak her side, because I do believe that there's two sides to every story. I don't know her side. Right now, I don't have anything to even refute what my personal beliefs. I have nothing to even refute what you're saying with, because she hasn't provided it yet. If she comes on to my channel and provides it, then me and everybody else on the panel, everybody in the live chat, will have a lot more information to build a proper opinion.
Obviously.
Yeah. So, but tonight, that's what I'm saying.
When the officer closed the case, he closed the case. They've reopened the case. So if I didn't provide something that was worth them opening it for, they would have never reopened it. So bear that in mind. So you can't just go, hey, you have to reopen it.
Is there a criminal, I'm not going to say case, but are they investigating at least on your behalf?
I can't talk to that. Okay. But that would be the only reason they would reopen it.
Okay. Well, yeah, if you've been done wrong, JM, I'm gonna pull for you. That's something that I'll tell Shelly too. If she's been done wrong, I'll pull for her.
Well, look, I didn't steal somebody else's equipment. I didn't bail on them and abandon them in Wendover, Nevada. I didn't conspire with 3 other people to take someone's equipment and then restrain him so he couldn't get access to his equipment.
Yeah,
I didn't do anything.
I agree. Hey, I think that was poorly handled. I do think that was poorly handled. Now I'm gonna ask you a question, and you can feel free to not answer it. It's not anything bad or anything, but there was a claim made by.
I swear to God, team, if you ask me about 10 to the negative 17 tour, I will punch you.
No, I think we fucking got that. We already know the answer to that one. It's slightly negative, right?
No, it's positive.
I know, I was fucking with you. All right. No, but there was one of the things is that why she claimed that she wanted to separate herself from you so much was that there was a threat of violence, and I don't think you to be that type of person. But just from my interactions with you on here, I'm not going to say you did or did not do it. I'd like you to just address it if you want to, or not if you don't.
When did she say there was a threat of violence?
Well, I don't know if it was her or if it was something that she posted on Facebook or someone else posted on Facebook, or if I was hearing it. I don't think I heard it through third-hand information. I think I either saw it on Facebook from her or somebody else, where it said that It didn't say that you physically assaulted her. It was more of like a threat of violence. And the thing is that
I would never threaten a woman ever in a million years.
And here's the thing, JM. I do see you as being the type of person to be a lot more civil than that. So I don't want to immediately put that on you like that, but I wanted to give you a chance to answer it because some people have said, yeah, but this happened and that happened. And,
well, let me give you this as an example.
Okay.
One of my exes, not ex-wives, but ex-girlfriends. We wound up separating, obviously. She slapped me multiple times, screaming in my face, hit me, hit me, hit me, and I wouldn't hit her. So what does that tell you? I don't hit women. I don't even. It's not. It's never crossed my mind.
Well, okay, and then she said it in the chat on FTFE today. From Dawn Anders says that in the chat right now. James Collins said she posted on Facebook that he threatened her. And hold on, my chat moved. And that was one of the reasons for her breaking her partnership. I'm not going to.
The partnership is because I wouldn't kiss her ass. The other two kissed her ass. I wouldn't kiss her ass, and I told her I didn't agree with her, and she got tired of not being able to persuade me. And as any woman scorned, then decided, well, I'm going to just take the project. But she did so trying to extort it from me. She did so trying to take the whole project and tell me I had to sign off on all the documentation and everything and walk away with nothing. I invested my entire life into this. So, yeah, no, that's not happening.
Okay, so this is going to be kind of a biased question from just my interactions with you. So don't take any offense to it because I don't mean any offense to it. I really want to – maybe you can see what I'm saying when I ask it. But sometimes I do feel like you get a better than you attitude about yourself when you feel like you're, and it's not just with me, it's when I've seen it on other channels too. I saw it when you were talking to some chick. You tend to have this, well, I'm educated in this subject, and probably you are educated very well in film and technology like that. So maybe you do have a better perspective on what the way something should run than Shelly might have. Did you ever have that kind of attitude towards her where you were more like, hey, maybe I'm a little bit better than you because I have this education and you don't?
I guess that depends on how you perceive me saying to her several times. I said, listen, I have the experience, Shelly. Don't you think it might be wise to listen? And because some of the things and
yeah, kind of condescending, I guess, is the word I'm trying to look for. Sometimes you do have a condescending. Yeah,
I don't see it as condescending when she arrogantly, oftentimes, tried to get things done her way, and I tried to explain things. And when she wouldn't listen, I said, "Listen, you brought me on to teach you how to direct. Why don't you listen to me?" That was an agreement we made. That's not condescending. That's not arrogant. That's the teacher going, hey, to the student, hey, listen, you're going to make a mistake. That's, to me, it's not she oftentimes would accuse me of talking down or arguing, I'm very argumentative. Those are all straw man arguments because she didn't like what I was saying. When I say straw man arguments, it's she knows. Do you realize in all the times we had disagreements, she never ever once came to me and apologized. I always went to her and said, hey, look, I'm sorry, let's just move on. And oftentimes I bit the bullet and would say, let's do it your way, that's fine, knowing you're going to learn the hard way and I'm just going to have to do it. But there were times when she oftentimes wasted production time because she wanted to go back and reshoot. And I was like, look, we don't need to reshoot. This can be edited. It's still good footage. It can be all, creatively edited. It doesn't have to be reshot. No, we need to reshoot it. That's why I got upset about reshooting the opening. Things that she said were not the case. She just didn't like the footage because she didn't see the whole picture. In fact, oftentimes she said, well, that's not what it says in the script. Well, no, because they're done in shots. So, I'll go ahead and give you an example. I had a 360 drone shot dropping down into the set because I was break the fourth wall. It was written out that way, but I started with the on ground shot that broke the fourth wall, and because they changed the location on me, I did it a different way. We were all in op gear. We were going to do it from FE ops, and we were going to have our own little team, and it was going to be kind of a cutesy thing that we were doing. Okay. She didn't like it. It didn't matter why she didn't like it. I explained it to her. I did the shot. She didn't like it. She goes, well, that's not what is in the script. Well, no, it's not, because I haven't got the other 2 shots that go before this. We started with the 3rd shot. I've got to go back and get the other 2 shots. But if you listen to the observation video in there, you'll hear me say, Shelly, if you want to go back and redo this other shot, we'll just use that footage for behind the scenes footage. I actually once again said, hey, look, I'll put myself second. We'll go do the shot in this other location like we were originally going to. I didn't even change the location. They did. And so I wound up having to adapt, and then she didn't like the shot because they changed location on me. So that was me making a peace treaty and going, hey, I'll use this other as behind-the-scenes footage. Let's go tomorrow morning and shoot this other shot the way we talked, the way that it was in the script. That's fine. Unfortunately, we never got to that because that was the night they stole my gear and took off and all that stuff. But in the video, in the observation video, if you listen to it, you'll hear me say that to her. That was me saying, okay, look, I'll take, you know. So, anyway.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I wanted to ask a question before you got out of here, but okay, I remember what it was. First off, Jared, Uni, if you guys have any questions, get them ready so we can get him out of here and get him back to his wife.
No, I'm all good.
Yep.
All right, JM. So
I got some. Go ahead.
There's 2 things I want to say. First off, we kind of talked about bringing you on for a debate with an anti-vaxxer. I'd still like to do that. I still have somebody who's waiting to hear back from you. And after that, you kind of the next day was when you said, I'm not dealing with those people. But in my opinion, from the attitude you had with us, which was great the night before, to the way it changed the next day, I really felt like Bob and Shelly might have had a little play in that. So I don't want.
You know what? I'm sure they did have something to do with that, actually.
Well, why don't you go ahead and speak on that, because that pissed me off. Because when you left that night, you left, and I had a bigger respect for you because you came in and you stuck around to the end, and then it was like so good when you left, and then the next day I see that message, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, that has to be Bob and Shelly. Go ahead.
Yeah, here's what happened. After that, Bob texted me and said, hey, I'm going to back out of the project. You can take the my what is it on YouTube, the little blue, you can take my mod thing. I won't be needing it, and I want to back out of the project. So I talked to Bob on the phone, and he was like, well, they're agents and Globers, and they're just trying to destroy the Flat Earth community. And so I erred on the side of, well, from my perspective, I erred on the side of caution. And I said, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to do any more with Fights of Flat Earth or Skeptic, because you guys were being accused of being government shills and blah. And then I was like, I realized in my head that you guys weren't government shills. You're not being paid by the government. But that was the accusation he made. But I was more worried because I had this huge, long 3-day interview with Bob for the film that we're doing, where we talked about the laser gyro, the whole nine, and I didn't want to lose that footage. So I erred on the side of caution and went, but now I'm like, Bob, without any facts and a typo on a police report, went running to Shelly and said, oh, I believe you. You're totally telling the truth. And we're behind you, and FE Core's behind you. And what's funny is Robert Scott from FE Core is the one that came and got me. So I'm a little pissed off because I really thought very highly of Bob. And I wouldn't have backstabbed myself, but I know where my standing is. So, I know legally where my feet are.
Let me give you a suggestion.
Decided to go run to Shelly. So,
let me give you a suggestion just from me to you. Whether you believe the Earth is flat or a globe, it doesn't matter. Okay, but those people over there, they're not helping you. You can come over here and talk with us anytime you want. We can have a discussion about differences of opinion, differences in science. We might not all agree, but the one thing you're going to get from us is respect. And when you walk away, you're not going to have to worry about it coming back on you like we did this whole thing just to set you up or saying you better do this or you're not going to get that. We don't do that shit over here. That's some childish bullshit.
I define respect a little differently. You have many times, and you can't deny this, called me a dumb fuck. So, you know, that to me is not respectful. If you want to have a conversation, I'm told have a conversation.
Pretty much every time my dick gets hard, I think that. So.
Oh God.
Just like 3 to 10 times daily, okay? Okay, JM, but that's what I'm saying. Yes, it's all about entertainment and having fun here.
Well,
I'm trying to have a science discussion, but I also want to make it entertaining for everybody as well.
No, I get it. Here's my issue right now with the flat Earth community. There is such a divide right now between them. I was shocked at the response or lack of response by a lot of people who were upset when I went public with this. Were like, well, this is really good for the flat Earth community, or you shouldn't have gone public with this. It makes it look like. My thing is, I consider myself a truther, not flat earther, a truther. I only care about what's true, in other words. So if the flat Earth community or the globe Earth community has somebody who's committed grand theft, abandonment, conspiracy, extortion, come on. You wouldn't want, I would want to know that. I don't understand the logic behind it. So I may go off and do my own thing and be an independent filmmaker. I'm actually probably going to start teaching film and acting classes here. But I'm
before I turn it over to the last two guys real quick, I just want to say Daniel Pratt was talking shit about you because you debate with us, which I think
who's Daniel Pratt?
Exactly, a nobody, a fucking a water heater hugger. Okay, he won't come out of his garage to put his beliefs on the line, and you do. So I do have more respect for you in that nature. And before I kick it over to them, I just want to say again, I do not think that Shelly and Wendell and all of them abandoning you in where was it? Vegas, right?
Wendover? No, it was Wendover. Wendover, Nevada.
Wendover, yeah. That's where they abandoned you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that was right. So
I don't.
Big ups to you, man. I hope you get through that. And again, if you're right, I support you. If you're wrong, I don't. But if you're right, I do. So Uni, I'll turn it over to you. AT2 will turn it over to you, and let's get him out of here so he can get to his wife. It's her birthday today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell her happy birthday from the Globe Earth community.
I will.
Definitely. Look, go ahead.
Have no questions. I have no questions at this point, so it's all on you, Uni.
Thank you, sir. Look, JM, I don't want to ask you anything here. I still need to watch what you said on FTFE. I just want to let you know that I do respect you as much as it may seem like I don't. And I did apologize to you, and I mean it, because you are here. If something that you notice, there's not many other flat earthers that do step up and do what you're doing. They either come here and flip out, or they come here and or they don't come at all, like Bob and Jaron and those guys. So I do respect you, and I hope that you'll eventually come and talk to me, because I would rather not, try to go into anything here, especially after everyone's been live all night and all that. So reach out to me sometime, man. I hope so.
I was just gonna say, if you reach out to me, I'll answer you.
Will do, buddy. I will. Next week or something, I'll get a hold of you.
Yeah. So and Uni, I
had a little glitch. No, but I heard most of what you said. Yeah, thanks, JM. I do appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
JM, I'm going to be honest with you. I did not hear anything for the last 20 seconds because I think my entire internet paused.
Okay.
As you were talking. So if you want to say what you want to say. In case
I said, thank you for coming and working it out. I said, it means a lot. It means a lot to me that even though we have differences, we can respect each other professionally, and even, I have friends that are Globers, guys. I don't keep myself in a den of just flat earthers. I don't care about just having flat earth friends. I want friends of all different types. So for me, that's part of the reason I may kind of walk away from the Flat Earth community. And not that I won't have Flat Earth friends, I will, but I'm not going to get involved probably anymore with certain Flat Earthers, is what I'm saying.
I think that's good. Good idea, man.
Stay away from Nathan Thompson, man. He's toxic. He ain't gonna do nothing good for you, bro.
Nathan's my boy. Sorry.
That dude, let me. No. I'm sorry. You know why? Because he's so fucking scared of me. It's pathetic. Okay. I tried to be friendly to that dude, and he got beyond fucking scared. JM, pick better friends.
I don't. You know, my friends don't have to match my integrity. So.
Yeah. Oh, agreed.
Not that Nathan doesn't have integrity. That's not what I'm saying. Because he does.
Oh, he doesn't. and you don't. That wasn't you. You know, being sarcastic or nothing. That was completely me saying it, so that when he gets, there's no reason that he should ever be upset with you for me saying that, because that's what I fucking feel. He is nobody. He's a piece of shit. He had every opportunity to say anything he wanted to say to me in person while I was trying to be friendly to him. JM. Okay. He can talk about, oh man, I didn't do that. He brought a dude.
Listen, I wasn't there. I didn't see it.
You know what? I know. This is me getting worked up. I'm sorry, JM. Go enjoy the time with your wife. Thank you very much for coming on tonight.
The footage is out there.
Sir.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the time.
Yep. Later. Okay. So, yeah. Good little talk. Got a few things cleared up there, or kind of cleared up. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Let me go through some of the super chats that I missed, because I know that I missed some. Let's see. All right, Robert Williams let's see. Before I get too far away from him. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it says, okay, Bella charged for $5 New Zealand dollars. Just make Lego Man naked. They're not fit for kids. Yeah, I don't think it works that way. Then they'd be like, yeah, now he's trying to show nude Lego characters to kids. I don't know if I want to do that. Robert Williams, $5. Same logic that says Iron Man comic books are for kids, even though the Iron Man Extremist motion comic is rated TV MA. It is exactly that same way, Robert. They can make an argument that because it's Iron Man, no matter what, it's going towards kids. God's Auditor for $2. Give Kyle the Supreme Blue Falcon OTY Award of the year. Supreme Blue Falcon of the Year Award. I need to look that up to see what the reference is.
I can Blue Falcon? You don't remember that term? Buddy fucker.
Oh, God. No, why would y'all do that?
No, we're saying, so take Kyle out of the running of DFOTY. He is the BFOTY.
Yeah, buddy fucker of the year. That's amazing, though. I like that. I'm all for that. Let's take him out of DFOTY and put him into BFOTY immediately. Jared Warren, $1.99, as I said earlier. I believe this is where I ended, so I think I covered the two I missed. Hey, team, great show tonight. Jared, thank you very much. Everybody go over there and check out his podcast. Again, he was in Dallas with me. Cypher Zero for $5 Aussie dollars. These are always great shows, team. Keep up the work. Hail the meat tube. Also, Dell for What? Dell for Dumbfuck of the Year? I don't know if he's put out enough dumbfuckery this year to win that. It's not over JM Truth and Anthony Riley and Kyle. So, Jared Williams again for $1.99. My vote is cast. Everybody pay attention. Jared Williams, $1.99. My vote is cast. JM Truth for Dumbfuck of the Year. Good job, Jared. Way to go. Cypher Zero for $2 Aussie dollars. JM is shitting bricks. Yes, I felt like he was shitting bricks a little bit in the as well. Give me a second to find we have one more super chat, but I'm gonna have to go back and find it because it's so far back. Okay, there it is right there. Bella charge for $2 New Zealand dollars. Well, they say them who can't do teach. Yeah, that yeah, I mean that is true. But I wouldn't let him teach me anything, to be honest with you.
Question, both on the panel and out in the live chat. By show of hands, Who else cringed when he said that he's thought about getting into teaching, directing, and acting?
Yeah, I wouldn't let him teach,
Yeah.
direct, or act in anything I do.
Yeah.
And then somebody says Team's audio is a bit low. Was my audio low? I was right next to the mic the entire time.
I hear you pretty loud, yeah.
Loud or loud and clear? Because if I'm being loud, then you should
Loud and
go,
clear.
Team, turn it down a little bit.
5 by 5.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's how we say it. 5 by 5, baby. Okay, so I think that's what we're gonna end it today. I think everybody. I want to say first off that everybody who super chat, thank you very much. If they weren't, if they were directed at JM and we didn't read them at the time, it was just because we were running short on time. This was a very last second thrown together live stream, just to kind of after show. So thank you everybody who stuck around for the entire 2 hours. Also, again, everybody who's out there, please, I'll go ahead and have they and them create a new room on my Discord just for uploading art you want to submit for my avatar. I will pick the best one out, or the best couple of them out. We'll have some kind of selection panel. We'll throw it up for the audience to vote on, and then maybe we'll have then we'll get like Wildman Fujiyami to pin it all up real nice and neat for me, if the artist hadn't already done so already. But thank you everybody for sticking around. UniRock, do you have anything you want to add? Plug your channel.
I just want to thank you, man, for having me on. I think it's my first time over here, so thank you so much, bro. Love having you on my show. And yeah, my live show is on UniRock 2. I don't produce on my main channel anymore, so UniRock 2 if you guys want to check us out. Go watch the clip where me and Team Skeptic call Robbie Davidson's hotel room. It's really funny.
Oh my God. I forgot to tell people this. Uni, put that while Jared does his outro, because he always takes like 12 to 17 minutes. So while he does that, go ahead and pull that up, please, and share that in the live chat so people can see it. Everybody, if you're in the live chat and if you haven't seen this already, what the link UniRock puts in there, go to that link and watch it. Oh my God, we trolled the flat Earth so perfectly on the after it was all over, of course. So we were watching Karen B's live stream, and someone walks up and goes and whispers, and you can barely hear it. So we had to turn everything down and turn up. She's like, "Hey, the cops are at Robbie's room," and she's like, "What?" Yeah, they're outside of his door. And she's like, guys, I have to go. We're gonna end the stream, and she ends it. Well, UniRock and me. Several of us were sitting there, and UniRock was like, I'm going to call the hotel. I'm going to call them and try to get to Robbie Davidson's room. And we're sitting here bullshitting, trying to figure out what the hell, how he's going to do it. Use the voice, Uni. Use the voice one time.
Well, I need to talk to Jeranism, please. It's Jeran, please.
He said, some lady answered the phone, and he's like, I need to speak to Robbie Davidson. And he's like, who's this? Jaron?
Jeran, Jeran.
And guess what? She gave the fucking phone to him.
She gave him the
phone.
It was
man, please watch it, guys. Watch it, enjoy it. It'll be something good to go to sleep to tonight. Somebody wants a fucking total fail tonight for the for my outro, so that way I can send them to bed right. So let me get the total fail set up while Jared says his goodbyes. And thank you. It's about time you get back on the channel, Jared, and to have you on more often, bud.
Yeah, take the opportunities as I can. Got a lot of stuff going on in the background away from the channel, which actually I will be scheduling a time independent of my regular shows to actually announce that. Some people in the background already have a little clue and heads up to what I've been working on. But in the interim, this Friday evening is going to be the regular Veterans Talk Weekly over on AT2 Productions. And then the next Kanar with Damar installment is set for next Saturday afternoon. And it'll actually be the first one where the illustrious Furball is stateside for it. So we're going to have to work on...
oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're going to have to work on getting his wife to allow him to dedicate a couple hours in the middle of a Saturday afternoon to still be on the show.
All right, sorry, I was getting my fail well together for a particular individual in the chat. You know who you are. I'll be calling your name out. I'm gonna name you tonight. Tonight's fail. Okay.
Oh, so we know who to blame.
Yeah, we know who to blame. It's in the damn chat. Somebody doesn't fucking love me. They just want to see me. So, guys, thank you for coming out tonight. And, yes, okay, I'm looking over there. It's all great and good. Tonight's failure is going... Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Let me make sure I'm set up right. Because, you know, every time I fail, it's always because I can't see my fucking end and not yet. But tonight's failure...